Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the full moon in Gemini, which is happening on the 12th of December. So that's 12/12. It's the gateway 12/12. Also, the height of the new moon will happen at 12:12 a.m. So this is a very big time, guys. It's a very big time. And depending on who I'm reading for, I take the energies on. So, reading for you guys, Gemini, this is very soft, okay? It's very, very lovely energy. And here's why. First of all, this full moon is a time for new information to come in. It's new ideas, it's breakthroughs, it's emotionally balanced and calm energy. It is time to open your eyes and open your ears and observe. So, on that note, whatever we want to release for this full moon, we need to do it because whatever we release will stay here and will not come into 2020 with us. We also want to, of course, set intentions, and those intentions will grow and bloom in 2020. So for you, Gemini, this is very calm. I'm very relaxed. I will tell you the last two readings I did, very opposite energy, very, very go, go, go. So it's time, okay? It's time for you to listen to the divine because the divine has brought out the self-love card. The self-love card obviously is about self-love. It's about knowing that empowerment starts from the inside out. It's about calmly breathing and being you. All right? It's about being who you are. It's about knowing you are not your past. And it's also about moving on. So, listen, it's really hard for a lot of people out there, regardless of, what zodiac sign you are. We are told things all the time, whether it's by people we know, strangers, the media, magazines, and it's always conflicting and it warps our self-worth, okay? So you're too thin. You're not thin enough. You're not ambitious enough. You're too ambitious. You're too young. You're too old. You're not old enough, right? And you're inundated with it. And that really, really can affect your own self-worth and your own self-love because you're always comparing yourself to others. And it's unhealthy, guys. It's just super unhealthy. I'm just going to put that out there. And again, this goes for every sign, not just you, Cancer. And if I said Gemini earlier, I'm sorry because it is the full moon in Gemini. But Cancer, listen. You have got to take some time during this full moon energy, which is going to be over the next 2 to 4 weeks, and you have to practice self-love. You absolutely have to do it. You have to go back in and you have to realize you are not your past. You have to go back in and find your true you, right? And you got to bring that out because, again, empowerment starts from the inside out and you are worthy. You absolutely are, okay? So I'm not saying every single one of you Cancer out there is wondering if you're worthy or not, but even if you're not, you need to keep feeding that, okay? Keep feeding yourself the self-love, the worthiness. It's very important, okay? So let's get into the tarot here. I love it. First card out. If I could pick the card up. All right, what's going on here? Now I'm knocking all the cards around. Okay, so the first card out, guys, this is, it's the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords for me, because every reader reads different, but for me, it's always the divine handing you a gift, okay? It's handing to you. Whether you take it or not is up to you. We have free will. So this is mental clarity. And what this is talking about specifically for you is the mental clarity to know that you are amazing, that you are worthy, that you are, not too thin, not thin enough, right? Whatever it might be. All those things I said earlier. Okay? It's knowing your self-worth. There is this mental clarity coming in where you're like, everything I've been told is bullshit. I don't have a better way to say it. I try not to swear in these guys, but it's like everything I've been told is bullshit. That's not me. I'm not too thin. I'm not overambitious. I'm not any of those things. I'm just me in the most beautiful, imperfect, perfectly, what is that? Perfectly imperfect way. I love that saying. Perfectly imperfect. Absolutely, we all are. And you get this clarity kind of out of nowhere, like, hey, enough, right? Enough. So I love this. And it's like the divine is just saying, hey, 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 remember, we love you, all of you. We don't look at your shape, your size, your ambition, right? We just love you perfectly. Period. Done. Okay? So, but you need to know that. And so this is coming in for you. I love that right next to it you have the Five of Swords, because this is you making amends with yourself. It really is. It's you forgiving yourself for all the negative thoughts you've ever thought about yourself. You are done. It's like you're taking your soul, grabbing it by the hand and saying, hey, I am so sorry that I beat you down by telling you you weren't good enough. Right? It's so great. You're literally making amends with yourself, forgiving yourself for all the horrible things that you believed that were not true of you and that are not true of you. This is a beautiful reading, guys. It's heart-touching, tear-jerking almost. You've got the Two of Wands. This is you discovering the real you. This is progression. You're like, there I am, right? I'm there. Okay, you are literally taking the time to get all those negative thoughts out of your head and discovering the real beautiful you. When you do that, you have the world in your hands, because that's your empowerment. Right? You're leaving this wand behind because those are all the untruths. Here are my truths. Here are the truths about me. And look what else you have. Another ace, another gift from the divine. The gift of love. Divine love. Love for oneself. Your cup overfloweth. And when your cup overflows with self-love, you bring all sorts of other love to you. You bring family love. You bring friendship love. You bring romantic love. Right? It's just gorgeous. I almost don't even want to go any further, guys. Like, okay, we've got our cards. We're good. Because it's beautiful. However, it keeps getting better. It does. Because you do have the Queen of Cups here. Cancer, you've got the Queen of Cups. Compassion for self. It is so beautiful that you guys are going to recognize this. Some of you are already kind of there, right? Because time is fluid. You need to, I've been telling people, actually, I'm going to stop there because Spirit's telling me to say this. In most of the other readings, all the other readings, I'm telling people, yes, of course, it's a time to let go, right? Do your rituals, write things down that you no longer want to hold you back and burn them, right? Any type of ritual. But for you, it's almost the opposite, Cancer. It's like you have to grab that journal and that notebook and, write it 100 times. I am amazing. I am amazing. I am amazing. I am amazing. Right? I'm worthy. I'm worthy. I'm worthy. I am not my past. I am not my past. It's almost like what you would do is the opposite of what others would do, because you're confirming, and the way you confirm that when you're doing that, it actually is letting go of the negative thoughts and the negative thought process that you have. So that is Spirit's advice to you. Instead of doing your normal standard ritual during this full moon of writing things down you want to let go of and burn them, instead go the opposite route and write down all the positive things. I love that. That is new and different. That is straight from Spirit, guys. I've never said that before, so I love this because, again, this is this compassion for yourself. Love it. Love it, guys. You have the Two of Pentacles, which is actually very good here because this is you making yourself the priority, right? Instead of juggling everything you got to do, right? And we all have all sorts of stuff we got to do. It's life. But you are like, wait, hold on. I got to come first, right? I got to come first. So you're making yourself a priority during this full moon, or you should be, because again, this is from Spirit, but you have free will. You can choose not to. I wouldn't. I would choose to listen to what they have to say. And you also have, and I love it, the Hierophant. So the Hierophant, look, it's number 5, it's change. It's that you are changing the way you think about you, the way you take care of you, right? And this is spiritual wisdom. This is the wisdom coming in from the divine, from your spirit guides, from your ancestors and your angels, and they're whispering in your ear, you are worth it, you are amazing, you are perfect just the way you are, right? That's the wisdom coming in. This is you breaking traditional thought processes, right? Oh, I'm not as good as Jane next door. Sorry, any Janes out there. But you get what I'm saying. Like, you're not going to follow that. You're not going to sit in that belief system anymore. And you also have the 2 of Swords in reverse, which is so, so great because, listen, that you're no longer confused. The confusion has lifted. See that veil across your eyes? It's gone now, right? You're no longer confused about who you are, about your self-worth. I love that. I mean, this is really deep stuff, guys. For a general reading, this is really deep stuff. And it couldn't get any better because the star comes out. That's about renewal. That's about healing. This is going to be a very healing full moon for you. And it's going to bring in this new information. And for you, this new information is knowing how valuable you are. I mean, and this talks about the balance, the emotions being balanced and calm. You will be. Look at that. Look at all that balance. This is very healing time for you, probably more than any other sign. Because I will tell you, the repetitiveness in this message from Spirit is amazing because the Lover's reverse is self-love. Self-love, self-love, right? Self-love. Do things that bring yourself, that love of yourself. Sometimes that's just getting a haircut. I don't care if you're female or male, getting a new haircut. It's that empowerment. I mean, it can be a lot of things, but self-love, whatever that is for you. Do what makes you feel that self-love. And right next to it, you have the 9 of Swords. Again, letting go of that worry that I'm not good enough, right? That I can't do this. I'm not old enough. I'm not young enough. Whatever that I'm not, or I'm too, that all is going away. And then right after that, guys, you have the Death card in reverse. Love it. That is absolutely personal transformation. This is a huge transformation for you. You're really getting out of that gunk, right? Like you've been feeling like you're walking through that mud. Yeah, guess what? The boots slip off and now you're floating. This is so great. Excuse me. Bottom of the deck again. The Temperance card in reverse. Healing, self-healing. 2 healing cards coming out, guys. This is a big time for you to heal. Next, 2 of Cups, right? In reverse. That's all about self-love. So now we have 3 cards talking about self-love. Now, I don't normally say this. I shouldn't say it. I don't normally see it. But I am telling you, there are angels' messages here for you. Angel numbers, and I'm sorry, it took me a second to look at that, but you have 2 aces. That's the 11, right? So look up angel number 11. That's messages straight from your angels, okay? Also, the 6 is balance, and we've been talking about this balance. So lots of emotional balance is happening. But another one that just is so powerful is, listen, for a lot of you, this is going to resonate. Look up the angel number 2222. You have all 4 2s, okay? You got the 2 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and the 2 of Cups. Look up that angel number, 2222. Again, your angels are giving you messages. You don't normally see all 4 of anything out, okay? It's very rare. So look that up, all right? And that's really what you need. That's all you need here. Now let's talk about what your angels have to say. Sadness. Allow yourself the space to feel miserable. Mourn what has been lost or what cannot be. If you do not take the time now, your sadness will catch up with you later, and then when you're least expecting it. This is talking about going ahead and making amends with yourself, right? Feel the sadness of how maybe you felt you let yourself down. How did I let it get this bad where I just felt like I'm not worth anything? Okay. Maybe it's not so dramatic. Maybe it's just like you need money in your life, but you keep thinking thoughts like, oh, I can't make more money because I can't find a better job. I don't have the right education. Okay. Feel it and let it go. That's what they're saying. Feel that sadness during this full moon. Take a day and then let it go by doing the reverse, by writing down how wonderful you are. I love this reading, guys. It's very emotional. It's very deep. Okay, so your guides, change. Falling leaves do not signify the end, but the beginning of a fruitful season. This is, I keep telling you guys, this is a big change for the way you think. Okay, your inner dialogue. All that BS that was fed you through magazines, commercials, people, right? Yeah, big change. Good change. And then I love your ancestors. They pulled out the dragonfly card, right? You bring light to this world. Yes, you do, Cancer. You bring light to this world. All right? Know that. You are a shining beaconing of light. And don't let anybody diminish it. So, I don't know, Cancer. You tell me. How is this resonating with you? Is this something that Spirit, had to say that you needed to hear? Have you been doubting yourself? Mentally, physically, soulfully? Have your thoughts been negative about yourself? And are you ready to change? Are you ready to let that go and bring in nothing but positive thought process about yourself into 2020 so that you can bring in all sorts of goodness? And you can give it because you're the dragonfly, right? All right, very deep, Cancer, very deep for a general reading. Again, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. That lets YouTube know that this is of value to you. And don't forget to hit the little bell that notifies you of when Spirit and I upload a new video. And again, this is not a sad reading, okay? It is a calm and balanced feeling of emotions, and it's a healing. And it brings happiness. It brings so much happiness. All right, I'm going to end it there, Cancer.